Okay, let's take a moment to find a comfortable seat. Bring our awareness to our body, maybe rocking a little bit side to side, forward and backward. And the image that you see on the screen is of Krishna. It's like maybe a child Krishna or a young adult. And here he is playing the flute. And in Indian thinking, sound is sacred. So Krishna is a god. He is the manifestation in human form of Vishnu. And he plays a very important role in the Bhagavad Gita. He's the guide for Arjuna, who is trying to understand his role in life, his dharma. In Hinduism, dharma means your job or your duty, your sacred duty, something that you must carry out. And if you don't carry it out, it could have really grave consequences. And Arjuna is struggling because he doesn't want to carry out his duty. Krishna gives him advice. Krishna's standing by his side and is trying to encourage him to do his duty. He gives him lots of advice. But here's something that he says. He says, "I am the power and strength that is untainted by passion or personal desire." This is from chapter 7, verse 11. I am the power and strength that is untainted by passion or personal desire. In fact, I am the desire in all beings, Arjuna, when desire is in accord with Dharma. So the way to connect with Krishna and therefore with Vishnu or therefore with God is through connecting your passion, your desires with whatever your sacred calling is, or your dharma, your duty. When you're connected with that duty, you're in alignment with God. In Buddhism, we'd maybe say you're in alignment with the Dharma or the teachings of the Buddha. So let's take a moment to ask for alignment, right? We're not always in alignment with our sacred calling, with our sacred duty. And so instead of trying to bring ourselves into alignment, let's ask for guidance in how to, or just asking for instruction from the powers that be. How do we bring ourselves into alignment? Or you can also ask somebody that you trust, somebody that can be a helpful guide, if that's your deepest question and you feel like sharing it. But just here right now on the yoga mat, we can kind of open our hearts and minds to the universe and ask, how do I align myself with my Dharma? What is my Dharma? Am I in alignment with it? And just simply asking and opening to whatever it is that we receive from the universe, whatever guidance that comes our way, just being open to that guidance. It may be something that appears in your mind immediately. It may be something that you get woken up to a week from now, but just to ask for that guidance from the universe. And to not seek out any particular answer right away, but just see what comes in its own time. All right, good. And we'll come back to that towards the end of our class and see if the Hatha Yoga experience has shifted or changed how we feel, perhaps making us more porous, more open to the universe. Let's begin to circle our bodies around a little bit. Getting a sense of our hips. Maybe rounding a little bit more forward, just kind of seeing how it feels to come forward a little bit more over your knees and circle as you circle around. See if maybe you can come a little bit closer to your knees if that's workable for your hips. How do we align ourselves with our dharma in movement or our dharma body? What the function of our body? How are we in alignment with our own body? And that is another way of asking this is how do we listen? Now, what is our body saying to us as we move it? Are we in alignment with the dharma of our body? Uh, All right, and let's stretch out our legs and just kind of maybe circle our feet around a few times. Okay, and then reaching forward for the toes and just kind of coming into a forward fold just to stretch out the legs a bit. Rounding our back, tucking our chin a bit, feeling that stretch in the backs of the legs. Relaxing the upper half of your body. Stimulating the parasympathetic nervous system a bit. Okay, and then rising back up, sitting back up. Let's make our way to standing. Come to the front of your mat. I'm going to turn off the back screen here. And coming to the top of our mat. See if that helps a little bit. All right, yeah, let's come to the front of our mat, just kind of placing our feet at the top. Stand in your most integrated way. The arms are relaxed, shoulders are back and down. Chin is neither lifted nor tucked, but right on center. Shifting the weight to both feet, having the weight evenly distributed between both feet. And finding your breathing. The breath harmonizes all the different parts of our body. Our feelings, our mind, all get harmonized by focusing on our breathing. Just noticing your breath as it flows in and flows out. Harmonizing all the different parts of your body and mind. Okay, joining the palms together in front of the heart. And lifting the arms overhead. Breathe in. Breathing out and folding forward. As the hands come down, feel that stretch in the backs of the legs. Feeling that stretch a bit in the back of the legs. Letting the upper half of your body soften. Shifting your weight forward into your toes. Letting your whole upper half relax. Exiting the future, as exiting the past, entering the present through body awareness. How do you feel in your body in this forward fold? Really, the strength here is in the legs. So the whole upper body is relaxed. The legs are working and active here. Okay, when you're ready, step the left foot back, lower the left knee. Shifting the weight forward into the hands and allowing the hips to relax and open. Find your breath. Find your breath here, integrating body and mind. Then let's step the right foot back, press into the heels, straighten the elbows a little bit, draw the heels down as low as you can, and let the neck soften. The shoulders strong, straightening the knees a bit. And then shifting your weight forward, lower the knees down. Keeping the elbows straight and squeeze as you bend the elbows. Squeeze in, elbows into the sides, lower down gently, and then lift up just the back. Just lifting up the head and shoulders using the muscles of the back. So the arms are totally relaxed here. Arms are totally relaxed. Squeeze the glutes. Keep the feet together. Let's curl the toes under the feet. Begin to put pressure on the palms of the hands. Engage the arms as you begin to push up. Lift your tailbone up and back. Feel that those muscles being used in the shoulders. Make any adjustments to your back here to help you feel a sense of ease, a sense of ease in your body. So allowing yourself to release, to let go of any physical or emotional baggage that you may have been carrying around today or yesterday, just kind of letting it move through your system. It's when it gets stuck that it's a problem. So see if you can get the flow of prana going. And looking forward, let's step the left foot forward, lowering the right knee. Curling the back toes under. Just pausing here for a little bit. Let's just pause here for a little bit. Gonna rock a little bit. Maybe turn to look over your left shoulder. See if that doesn't increase the little stretch in that right hip. Turning to look over your left shoulder. Okay, and then coming back to center, let's step the right foot forward. Straightening the knees and again, relaxing the whole upper half of the body. Taking in a little bit more breath. Okay, and then sweeping the hands overhead. Arms coming up overhead. And joining the palms together, bringing them down through the center of the body. Let's take a few moments to pause here. Just take a few breaths. Integrating body and mind. Let's try number 2. Reach the arms up overhead. Breathe in. And fold forward. Breathe out. Step the right foot back. Breathe in. Left foot back. Breathe out. Downward dog. Lowering the knees. Shift forward over the hands and lower down. Breathe out fully. All the way down. Relax the body. Breathe in. Lift the head and shoulders up. And push up and back. Downward dog. Breathe out. Breathe in, stepping the right foot forward. And let's pause here for a little bit, looking over the right shoulder. Feel that stretch in the left hip now. And looking forward, stepping the left foot forward. Exhale. Shift the weight into the feet, into the toes. Sweeping the arms overhead. Breathe in. Palms together. Breathe out. Hands in front of the heart. Right. Breathe in. Number 3. Look up. Breathe out. Fold forward. Breathe in. Step the left foot back. Breathe out. Step the right foot back. Lower the knees. Shift forward and down. Exhale down. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Breathe in, left foot forward. And breathe out, right foot forward. Sweep the arms up. Inhale. And exhale, the hands together in front of the heart. Okay, number 4, inhale up. Lift the head, bend the back at the shoulder blades. Fold forward. Exhale. Stepping the right foot back. Lift the knee. Lift the back knee up. Left foot back. Downward dog. Lower both knees. Go ahead and come down. And come up for upward dog or cobra. Back to down dog. Right foot forward. Breathe in. Lift the back knee. Left foot forward. Breathe out. Sweep the hands over the head. Inhale. And exhale, hands together in front of the heart. Number 4, done. Okay, inhale the arms up overhead. Inhale, number 5. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, left foot back. Knee lifted if possible. Exhale, right foot back. Okay, shift forward. Let's bend the knees. You can keep the knees lifted and then straighten the legs as you bend the elbows and make your way down onto your front side. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Left foot comes forward. Inhale, raise the right knee. Exhale, the right foot forward. Sweeping the arms up overhead. Inhale. And exhale, hands in front of the heart. Okay, number 6. Inhale the arms up overhead. Reach back behind you with your hands over your head, keeping your low back strong, tailbone tucked. And fold forward from the hips. Right foot, bend the knees, right foot comes back. Lower the right knee. Raise up. Let's stretch the right hand forward, bend the elbow, and bring it to the outside of the left knee. Join the palms together at your side, turning to the left for a little twist of the back. Looking past your left elbow. Breathe here. Nice twist to your back. Feel that squeezing the muscles around the back, squeezing out all the impurities in the body, especially in the spine. All right, great work. Let's slowly unwind the back. Lower the hands to the mat. Step the left foot back, downward dog. Bending the knees, look forward. Straighten the knees as you bend the elbows and come down. Peel up, cobra or upward dog. And back to downward dog. And then right foot comes forward. Lower the left knee down. Find your balance as you bring your hands to your knee. Stretching the left arm forward, bend the left elbow. Join the palms together and turn to the right. Breathe here. See if you can continue to extend your spine. All right, let's untwist the back. Bring the left hand down, followed by the right. Stepping the left foot forward. Allowing the back side of the body to open. Let the whole upper back relax. And then sweeping the arms up overhead. Lock the thumbs, reach up. And joining palms together in front of the heart. All right, we're going to do some back bends. So go ahead and lay on the floor on your stomach. In a little bit, we'll also need a chair, but for now, let's kind of lay on our front side, bringing our hands just underneath our shoulders, or maybe somewhere in between our shoulders and hips. Forehead to the mat, feet together, legs together. Inhaling and lifting the head, neck, and shoulders up. Kind of not using the hands here, squeezing the shoulders together. Lift up as high as you can here. Hold. And lower the head back down. Relax the upper back. Feel free to turn your head to one side if you wish. Let your whole body relax. All right, let's bring the feet together, hands underneath the shoulders, forehead to the mat. Lifting the head and shoulders up. Release the hands, clasp them behind the back, and squeeze the shoulders together. Remember, we're focusing here on our backside, working on strengthening it, working on strengthening the upper back. So we reduce our tendency to round our back forward, especially all of our chair sitting. Okay, then relax the back. Turn your head to one side if you wish, and rest. Okay, bring the forehead to the mat, hands alongside the body, feet together. Lift up the head and the arms and the legs. Now, both legs off of the ground. See if you can get the knees off of the ground. Hands, arms off of the ground. Feel the backside working here for you. Holding a little longer. Of course, you can come down sooner if you need to. And let's rest. Rest the whole backside. All right. Let's try that again. Let's try that again. I'm going to do a little variation here. Okay, lifting up the head, the arms, the legs. Now, if you like, bend the knees and reach back behind, grabbing the feet, ankle, or calves for bow pose. If that doesn't work for you, just stay in the previous pose for a little longer. Lifting the knees up a little higher here in bow. Balancing on the abdomen, giving a nice stretch to the thighs, opening up the rib cage. Breathe deeply into the lungs. And lower yourself back down. Go ahead and raise one arm over your head. Use the other arm to help roll over. And then recenter on your mat on your back side. Bring the knees into the ribs. Stretch the low back here by rocking right and left a few times. Rocking the body right and left. And then lowering the feet. Let's just lower the feet, bring the hands under the head, lift the knees up again. This time, rotate them to the left side of the body. And then roll over to the left side. Roll the feet, the legs over to the left side, the knees bent. And then back to center. And bring the feet back to the floor. Stretch the arms out over the head. And begin to lift the arms, the head, peel the back up. Engage your core muscles here. Come up, lift the feet up. Straightening the knees or keeping them bent. Do either way. Have the knees straight or bent. Holding, engage your core. Holding. Holding a little bit longer. And release. Hold the knees and come to a seated posture for a moment. Notice any feelings of relaxation that come over your body as a result of resting. Maybe close your eyes for a moment, find your breath. All right. Let's, if you have access to a chair, go ahead and get that chair. Use just a regular folding chair, works well. Okay, so we want to kind of sitting at the back, or rather sitting, depending on how tall your chair is, the top ridge of your chair and how tall you are, how your back is, will determine how close to the back of your chair you come. So for me, since I have a tall back and this is a somewhat low chair, I'm sitting on the front part of the chair, and I'm just going to lean back then with my sit bones on the front, leaning back, and then bringing my arms over my head and gently lifting my chin up. So the top edge of the chair is right underneath my shoulder blades. This is helping me to open up my upper back, open up my rib cage, my sternum, in a way that doesn't usually get opened. Helps for the oxygen to get really deep into the lungs. Make sure to breathe deeply here. And then slowly engage your neck muscles as you lift your head up slowly. Another way to do this is if you have a bench, or you could use a chair. Use a chair like I took the backing out of this chair so I can slip my legs through it. I'm just scooching forward, and now you can use a bench for this as well, or something that gives you some height off of the floor that you can rest your back on. All right, let me change that camera angle so you can see what I'm doing here. Just have a seat in there. Lower down, adjust your back. So again, your shoulder blades are just above the edge of the chair. And then I'm holding on to the top of the chair, letting my chin lift, opening up. You can stretch out your legs here if that's helpful. It's a passive pose, but quite effective in opening up the body. You can also try reaching your arms out over your head. Maybe they touch the floor, maybe not. If this is uncomfortable for your head at all, or your neck, you can place pillows underneath your head to prop it up. Just letting gravity work here on your arms and back. Shouldn't be any pain in the low back here, so just make sure you're engaging your core a little bit. All right, and then when you're ready, take hold of your chair, either the top of your chair or maybe the sides of your chair. Engage your neck as you lift your head up. Use your arms for support. And then coming to the edge of your chair, just sliding your hands down towards your feet and rounding your back. Your knees can be bent. Just very gentle kind of counter stretch. See if you can find some opening, some space in your upper back. Breathing easy. All right, let's go ahead and take take the chair out of the way, and let's do some floor poses, a few floor poses. One we can try is crow. This is quite a challenging, can be quite a challenging balance pose, but let's try some version of it. So you may want to have, I've got a couple of bricks here that I use, but you could use blocks if you have blocks. I'm just putting my hands on the bricks, but anything that you have to give some height to your hands can be helpful here. And then we are bringing our knees up above our triceps. Right, so this in itself is a nice stretch to the hips. And then leaning forward, coming up on the tips of the toes, putting some pressure here on the hands, maybe releasing the feet from the floor, right? And holding. When you're ready to come back down, just bring the feet back down. All right, let's move those to the side and do some forward folds. So extend the one leg forward. Use your hands behind your back to help you lengthen your back up, and then sweep the arms forward. Take hold of the foot or the toes or the ankle and allow the back to relax. And then lifting the head and extending the other leg forward. Switch legs. Let's try the other side. So now we are doing doing some counter poses. So these back bends we did, now we're doing the opposite way. Some forward folds. Okay, and then coming back up. And let's move now into deep relaxation. So lowering your head to the mat, stretching the legs out. Find a comfortable position for your head to be, for your leg, and shake out the legs a little bit, shake out the arms if you want. Let's take a deep breath in. Hold the breath in. Squeeze the buttocks, squeeze the legs, squeeze the arms, lift the head, arms and legs, squeeze everything together, tight, and release. Let the breath flow. Notice the wave of relaxation that comes over the body. Soften your entire body. Scan through your body, dissolving anywhere there's tension, tightness. Stay conscious of your body. Try not to drift into the past or drift into the future. Stay in your body. Letting go of judging, letting go of judging others, letting go of judging yourself, feeling a sense of belonging. Find your breath. Begin to find your breath and watch it flow in and out. Allowing your mind now to relax, to let go of all the hatred, of all the lust, the desires, and let it all go. Begin to take in a little bit more breath and breathe out a little bit longer. Wiggling your fingers and toes, moving your arms and legs. Roll to the left side. Take a moment here, though, not to rush to the left. And then in your own time, make your way to seat, to have an upright seated form. You have a bit more time to practice seated meditation. Now would be a good time to keep going with it. I'm going to read again that verse from the Bhagavad Gita. Chapter 7, verse 11 reads, I am the power and strength that is untainted by passion or personal desire. In fact, I am the desire in all beings, Arjuna, when desire is in accord with Dharma. Let's take a moment to reflect on that verse, what it might mean for us. Joining our palms together, closing that dedication. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. If you can remember that, we can repeat it together. Take a breath in. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. May the entire universe be filled with peace and joy and love and light.